Ladies and gentlemen, Dua Lipa!
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing great. Thank you. Now, Dua, for a lot of people, 2020 hasn't been their best year of all years. How's that for you? How's been 2020 for you? Because you did manage to release one of the most successful albums of this year.
Thank you so much. I mean, just like everyone else, it's been a very weird year. Lots of things that have been quite unexpected, things that we've had to learn to get used to, this new normal, and especially putting an album out. I never thought in a million years I'd be promoting it in this way. Usually I'd be there in Holland with you and doing this interview in person and doing performances and traveling and, doing all kinds of things. But I think it's really made me, in terms of a work sense, it's really made me think outside the box. It's made me a lot more patient. It's made me realize that some meetings can just be an email or a Zoom call.
Yeah.
But it's been good. It's been interesting setting up green screens in the living room, making performances. For the first 4 months being a one-man show.
Yeah.
Which wasn't so fun. I don't love that. I really appreciate my team and everybody that I work with. So I really miss that. But you gotta make it work and you gotta do your thing. And, I still feel, in a very privileged position. So I do still consider myself extremely lucky.
But did you at all consider to wait releasing the album, postpone it after the pandemic so you could, go everywhere in person, do a tour, do a promo tour in person?
Absolutely. I definitely thought for a second, I was like, should I even be putting it out? More so, not because of, waiting for after the pandemic, because there was kind of no clear answer as to how long it was going to last. Clearly, I don't think any of us thought we would still be in it at this time of the year. But I think it was more so to the point that I was like, maybe there's too much suffering and it's not an album that people need at a time, or even, me putting a record out and trying to promote my record at this time. But realizing the reason why I made this album was to get away from like any outside pressures. It served for me as a form of escapism, to just like create something that I was really proud of, something that made me really happy. And I felt like maybe it is the time to put it out, in the hopes that if nothing, it would make a few people happy and it could, create some fun dance parties in the kitchen, or, do something in that sense. And with the response that I've gotten, I feel so grateful that I feel like it has achieved that. So I'm happy.
And look how well that turned out. Do you mind if I start some timpani, some kettle drums?
Some kettle drums?
Yes.
What a kettle?
For excitement purposes. There we go. Do you hear these?
Yes, I do hear them.
All right. I'm going to read a little something of this card I have here. So listen closely. Dua Lipa delivered a fresh take on the 80s and disco sound when she released her album Future Nostalgia this year. No less than 5 tracks of this album went out to become big international hits, but that wasn't all. This pop sensation also broke ground entering the Latin world when she released Un Dia, a smashing summer jam together with J Balvin. And that makes 6 major hits to her name, keeping in mind that we still have more than a month to go until 2020 is over. It is with absolute great pride and pleasure that we cannot help but reward this world-class artist with the 538 Top 50 Award for Best International Act 2020!
Cool.
And there you have it. Actually, you don't have it yet because we sent the award over to England, but due to COVID, it's taken a little bit longer. But it's really heavy. I have it here. You can see it right now. This is actually...
Wow, so cool.
This is actually someone else's award in a different category, but then you know how it looks, and it's on its way. It should be with you any day now.
Epic. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support. Honestly, it means so much to me. I know that you guys have been supporting the records and playing the music, and it really means a lot. Thank you.
It's not hard to support though, because the music is so good.
Thank you so much.
I mean it from the bottom of my heart. We know you have some family living here in the Netherlands. I believe uncle and an aunt. Is that correct?
That's right. And my cousins, they're well,
Obviously,
my
yeah.
aunt's in Leiden,
Yeah.
and then
how
my
do you say that?
Leiden.
Leiden. Wow.
It's yeah, I guess because they say it like that, so then I say it. But then also, my cousins live in Amsterdam.
All right.
So yeah.
Did you have any chance to visit the Netherlands recently?
Not since the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
but I come very often. I spend a lot of time there, and since I was a kid, I've pretty much been to Holland at least once a year. So,
And what do you like? What do you love the most about our beautiful country?
I love so much about it. I love the people. I love the food. I love when the canals ice over and you can walk on them. I love bitterballen. I love like the waffles. There's so many things. I think a lot of it is food related. But I have just so many incredible memories there. So it's a very big part of my life. Holland, and so yeah, it's
But I can imagine it is very hard to travel as freely as you maybe liked during the pandemic. So and during the lockdowns, did you develop some special lockdown skills? Because we have some people here in the Netherlands who started knitting all of a sudden. Young people like you and me.
I wish I learned how to like knit or embroider. Now I was actually thinking about it recently. That's quite funny that you're saying that, because I was like, it would be quite nice to know how to embroider. I think that'd be really cute. But no, I think because I was doing a lot of work from home, I was doing so much of the promo that when the time came, I was like, okay, I'm ready to have quarantine like everyone else and just sit and watch TV shows and read books. And so I did that, but I think it was very, very chill. I think I managed to get about a nice solid month of just nothing and just binge watch lots of TV shows.
So then, what's your favorite COVID lockdown TV show?
Well, I rewatched Handmaid's Tale, which is a bit dark.
Oh my God, it is dark, but it is.
But it's really good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Brilliant. And I've watched The Crown, which I thought was really good as well. Ozark, Tiger King, Unorthodox. I've seen it all. Honestly, I've pretty much completed level Netflix.
What's your take on Gillian Anderson as a Margaret Thatcher?
Well, I haven't started the season 4 yet, so I'm going to do that.
Oh, you're working.
I'm
okay.
going to do that tonight. That's what I'm going to do tonight.
You're catching up massively on the Crown.
Yeah.
All right, that is great. What can we expect of Studio 2054, your special live stream concert?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's me really missing being on tour and wanting to get up on stage and perform these songs from Future Nostalgia that I haven't had the opportunity to perform. And it's something that I wouldn't have been able to do on tour in a show. And so we have this massive warehouse and we've built these custom built sets, which are like from an 80s TV studio to a boiler room rave to a roller rink. And it takes you all through this kind of story. And it's got lots of guest appearances and guest performers, and it's very multidimensional with lots of different kinds of performers. And I think it'll be such a interesting surprise, and there'll be lots of little Easter eggs and people that you wouldn't expect to be on it. And I think it's going to be one of those. It's like I've been given the reins to have my own TV show, and so I've gone a little bit mad with it all. But I think it's going to be really, really fun.
Well, it's been great to have you here. I hope to see you soon, anytime, hopefully soon in the Netherlands. And thank you very much. Good luck with the new single. And please give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, jongens en meisjes. Dua Lipa!